I thought, we played really well. Got off to a slow start offensively, but I thought our defense really carried us. Play a team that talented and that big inside, and to out rebound them, to have more points in the paint, have more points off turnovers. Have 16 assists, 11 steals. Hold Shepard to no points. The guys did a really good job defensively. I thought we were connected. We were really active with our hands. We did a good job on the ball screens. Both the Mitchell twins they're a load, but to hold that team to 3 offensive rebounds says a lot about our guys and the holding the 55 points. So we did what we needed to do. Our offense came around. I thought Adaway was terrific in the first half. I thought Kyle hit a big 3 to put us up double digits in the second half. But we shared the ball and we played as well as we could. Defensively and offensively, it's coming. The 2-3 zone gave us a little bit of a problem, but in the end, we shot the ball and did enough to win.
To not just score 73 points against that defense, but you mentioned all the numbers right there, to meet or even exceed them in some ways. With the aggressiveness, physicality, toughness, to do those two things together, what is that?
Yeah, it's like we have a veteran team. They understand it's coming to an end. There's a sense of urgency. They understand what's at stake, and our goal when we came back home was to go 4-0, and our guys accomplished that. Now now we got to go on the road, and we got to play that much better against St. Joe's, and then VCU after that. And we're not finished. We can't get complacent and satisfied. We got to continue to work, and that's what they've done in the six game winning streak, and that's what we got to continue to do.
In the 5 categories you always refer to one day. The one that jumps out is 24 points out of 16 turnovers.
Yeah, it's that's the key. You want to try to get, especially against them, where they're a really good half-court defensive team. You want to try to get stuff in the open court, get stuff off the turnover, so you're attacking, not a set defense. And that was, have 11 steals, and then to turn those into baskets. That's critical against a team with their size. So we had all these things that we needed to do to win, and the keys to victory. And we, for the most part, we did them, and that's good to see.
Coach, you guys had a pretty comfortable lead going into halftime. You came out of the break on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, really important.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's always the first 5 minutes of the second half are critical. The first 10 possessions, and we went from 8 to whatever it was, 16, and that's critical. You talk about it all the time. We can go from 8 to 16 or 8 to 0, and again, St. Louis here, we went from whatever 8 or 9 to even. So our guys learned their lesson and did a great job coming out at halftime and getting stops and getting baskets.
Having enough of a 3-point presence compared to them, how big of a difference was the 3-pointers and to hit enough to build a little bit of a lead? Yeah,
we shot 8 for 21, and we held them. They were 2 for 15, so that's outscored them by 18. That's big. But I thought holding that team to 55 points and out rebounding them, those are critical to beating them, and we did that, and hopefully we can continue to play like we've been playing.
How about the day that just Jalen had, especially that first half, and just really the season as a whole, he just continues to come up.
Yeah, the thing that I was proud about him today, he was really rebounding on the defensive end. He was getting up and getting those rebounds against those athletic guys, and he's played really well, and we can score, and when he's rebounding, he's that much better. Very similar to Dom. When they're rebounding, they're really into the game, and like I said, he gave us all he could do in the first half and offensively, and I thought both him and Shun and Kareem did a really good job of defending those big guys inside, and the perimeter guys trying to double down and getting some steals, and overall I thought it was like I said, a good performance by our entire team.
Towards the end there, you kind of ran a couple minutes of those shooting Kareem. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first time you guys have done that this year. How do you see that? Those two.
It was just Dom got in foul trouble, and they went big. They had Walker at the 3, so we just try to match it up. That's all. And when teams go big like that, very few teams do that. Usually the power forward is more of a guard, but when they did that, And we got in foul trouble. That's something we thought and it was effective for us for a couple of minutes.
What do you think about shooting, taking threes?
Someone said, it's shot clock and, it's great. It's for the crowd and for him and, it's fun to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Before the game, I was just like telling the guys, telling the singers, like, treat this like it's a tournament game. I wanted us to all be ready. I knew we would be ready. But, I made an emphasis on this, just like treating this like a tournament game, just because like we want to get that feel. We want to have momentum going into this, to the tournament. And we're trying to do that one game at a time. But, I'm just really proud of how aggressive we came out, how aggressive I came out. And I just think we got it rolling right now and we're going to keep it going.
Yeah, and to score 73 points against that defense, that's pretty impressive. But for you guys, like you said, to be the more aggressive team to match that physicality, that toughness, how proud of that component?
Very proud. They have so much talent. The big guys, they're two big guys that they play. They're really talented. They're big. They're physical. I knew it'd be a good matchup. For all of us. I think we handled it really well. And props to their coach and all their players because they do have special guys. But I'm just happy of how we came out tonight, and I'm just glad we accomplished what we did.
Jalen, 19 points in the first half. Is there something that you saw kind of right out of the gate in their defense that kind of allowed you to get open?
Nothing specifically. I just want to be aggressive, put pressure on them from the jump, so they adjust, and then, then the rest of us can just get it going, whatever it takes to win.
There seemed like limited opportunities down low, obviously, because of the Mitchell twins and what they present and everything like that, but it seemed like you had the back door pretty much, like they were sort of defending up, and then you were able to sneak behind and get some alley-oops, get some things like that.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see with their defense that allowed you to do that?
Yeah, like when they kind of went to the zone, they were kind of falling asleep on the backside. And, I kind of make a living on, the backdoor cuts, going up for lobs and stuff, playing above the rim. So, I try to put an emphasis on that, and once I did that, I feel like some of our guards started to, get more clean looks, from the perimeter.
Jalen, do you figure any regular season games left in your career, are you kind of like on a countdown thinking, geez, this is kind of a key point in my career?
Yeah, to an extent. I try to just live in the moment, just take it day by day. But, I think we all know that, our time is running up. And we're just trying to, leave it all out there because, that's the right thing to do. And that's the type of people we are, the players we are.
What do you think has happened in the last 6 games?
I think we just playing with a little more passion. I think we kind of woke up and we realized, like, look, this is it. And, we're just trying to leave it all out there. And we don't want to go out with any regrets. We won't go out with any regrets, and we're just, playing, just, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to play the best we can.
There was a point in the first half you finished an M1, you're on the baseline and had this look on your face. Was there anything to that back and forth with some of those guys, or was it just you being just so focused at that point?
Yeah, I was really locked in. I actually saw Jaden Ivey do that. Was it yesterday against Rutgers, yesterday or the day before, and he was just on a mission. He was just being aggressive, and that kind of fueled me, touched me. Like, it was inspiring seeing that, just how aggressive he was. And I feel like, I just had one of those moments too.
How important was it with this homestand to win every game, first of all, but then win as handily as you did in most of them, except for the St. Louis game, like to not just win, but to sort of make a statement along the way with it?
We know that's what it's going to take. When we play to our potential, games have a good chance of ending up that way. But, really just going into the tournament, we want to just be as hot as possible, as locked in as possible. And when we play like that, some games are going to end up, this way. And that's something we're proud of.
Jalen, you kind of mentioned having that tournament game mentality. I mean, how important is it to keep that same mentality throughout these last couple of games leading up to the tournament?
It's everything. Whenever you can build up momentum and keep it going, it's it's really hard to stop a team that's hot like that and that's as focused. And I think that, we all have mature guys, and, that's how we're just attacking these last games, trying to take it one game at a time.
And you kind of mentioned this 6-game turnaround. Was there a specific turning point that you feel from the season?
I don't think there's one specifically, but I think some of us kind of just realized, like, look, this could be the last time. There's a good chance that this is the last time. We're all, playing together on the same court, on the same team. And we don't want to go out with any regrets. We're not going to go out with any regrets.
How long has Shun been talking about making a 3-pointer?
Well, we're happy for him. He shoots them in practice sometimes, like kind of like just, not during live stuff, but, he has a good form and stuff like that, and I always encourage him to, take more shots because he has a good jump shot for a big guy. And, I'm glad he hit that. We're all glad he hit that.